Have you ever had that feeling that something big is about to happen, but hasn't quite been revealed yet? That strange calm before a major behind-the-scenes move? Well, that's exactly the mood surrounding St. James Park right now. And it's not just because of the hectic transfer market, it's the signs, the atmosphere, the whispers that hint at a strategic move being quietly prepared by the Newcastle United board. It's as if a key piece is being studied in silence, away from the spotlight, waiting for the perfect moment to be placed on the board. And look, if you're here watching this, it's because you're the kind of fan who keeps an eye on every detail. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel now. Your subscription keeps this space alive and buzzing, delivering exclusive, well-sourced content with that emotional edge only real Newcastle fans truly understand. Here, we don't just skim the headlines, we take you deep into the club's inner workings. The first rumours came quietly, murmurs from behind the scenes at Anfield in the middle of a busy transfer window. One name has started to catch the eyes of Newcastle's decision-makers. And we're not talking about just any rising star. This is a player with Premier League experience, silverware already on the shelf, and a trajectory that places him among England's most promising footballers. The window is far from over, but all signs point to a big move brewing behind closed doors. While the club is still digesting the frustration of missing out on Jarell Quansah, who opted to join Bayer Leverkusen, Eddie Howe hasn't stood still. And what many didn't see coming is that, rather than chasing the same targets again, Newcastle have quietly turned their focus to another Liverpool talent. A player who, according to journalist Graham Bailey from TBR Football, is gaining serious traction inside the halls of St. James Park. And this is where things really start to heat up. Harvey Elliot, the 22-year-old midfielder, is firmly on Newcastle United's radar, according to Bailey speaking exclusively to Geordie Boot. Boys, the club from the northeast is seriously interested in the player. Elliot, who recently shone at the Under-21 European Championship and was even named player of the tournament, has reportedly caught the attention of Howe for several reasons, especially his versatility and impressive experience for someone so young. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the time. Your support makes all the difference. Each new subscription is what allows us to keep digging deep into Newcastle's transfer activity and deliver content that's complete, up-to-date, and made for true supporters. Join us and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss the next chapters of this story. Harvey Elliot is far from just another name on a scouting list. He's already shown, on the pitch, that he's ready for the next step in his career. At Liverpool, despite opportunities under Jurgen Klopp, the midfielder has grown frustrated with his limited starting chances. According to Bailey, Elliot's intention is now clear. He wants to play. He wants to be a regular, and he's ready to chase that, even if it means leaving Anfield. What stands out even more is how well his playing style fits into Eddie Howe's vision. Elliot can play both out wide on the right or centrally as a creative. Number 10, the kind of player tailor-made for Newcastle's high-intensity, fluid system, and his standout performances at the Under-21 Euros only strengthened the belief that he might just be the perfect fit to raise the squad's level. According to Bailey, Liverpool have set an asking price of £50 million to let the player go. However, those close to the situation believe that figure could be negotiated down to somewhere around £40 million. Still, it's a significant investment, the kind Newcastle only make when they're convinced the signing is genuinely strategic. And from what we're hearing, Elliot ticks all the right boxes. But, as with every big opportunity, this one comes with stiff competition. Bailey revealed that half the Premier League has already made inquiries about Elliot's availability. And that's not all. Clubs abroad, including some with a strong history of nurturing young talent, are also monitoring the situation. The race is on, and Newcastle know they'll need to move quickly and carefully to land this signing. Now, if you want to keep up with this type of behind-the-scenes drama and understand how the club strategizes every major move, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and be part of our community. Here, we don't just report the story, we live it with you, from the inside out. Back to Elliot, it's important to note that this wouldn't be an isolated signing. Newcastle have been working smartly in the market, not just looking for big names, but seeking players who fit the long-term project. Signing Tino Livramento was a move in that direction. And it's no coincidence that both Livramento and Elliot were key figures in England's Under-21 European title. Reuniting them at St. James Park might be more than a dream, it could be the next step in a carefully crafted plan. This all goes to show how much the club is now aligned with a modern football philosophy. It's no longer about flashy signings for the sake of it, it's about building a cohesive squad, with identity and strength to challenge for major honors. Elliot brings just that: youth with experience, technique with intensity, ambition with intelligence. The kind of player who can make the difference in big matches, and Newcastle want more of that. For now, what we're seeing is an early-stage negotiation. The interest is real, the talks are ongoing, and the conditions are being evaluated with caution. Eddie Howe is said to have already given the green light for the club to move forward, and the internal pace is picking up fast. The biggest challenge now is beating the competition, and that's going to require more than just money. The project Newcastle present to Elliot will be crucial. And speaking of projects, this channel is one too. A project by fans, for fans. So if you value this kind of coverage and want to help keep it going strong, subscribe now. Your support is the fuel that keeps us ahead of the game, bringing you the most relevant updates before anyone else. And trust me, there's plenty more coming. From what we've gathered, Newcastle plan to leverage their strong relationships with agents and representatives in the English market to convince Elliot that St. James Park is the right place for his next career step. The player is open to listening to offers that guarantee him regular minutes, growth, and a central role, all things Eddie Howe is well positioned to offer. The question now is, can the club move quickly enough to win the race? Elliot has already shown he's willing to leave Liverpool in search of new challenges. The board is set, the pieces are in motion, and Newcastle know there's no time to waste. With pre-season approaching, we should expect clarity on Elliot's future in the coming weeks, and fans are watching closely. Stay tuned, because any update on this story, you'll see it right here first. And once again, if you're not part of our community yet, this is the perfect time to join. Subscribe now, turn on notifications, and come with us to experience every twist and turn of a transfer window that's shaping up to be one of the most thrilling in years.